and she just smacked her kid like 4 times, and he like fell to the ground crying. And it's fucked up because it's like, at this big age, how do you have no self-control for your anger? And it's messed up because I know what that does to somebody's nervous system. And she looked up and she saw me staring at her, and then she's like, I'm sorry you had to see that, I'm sorry. She's like, see, he's being bad, he's walking off right now. And I'm just like, you're good. I just wanted to mind my business. She wasn't sorry. She was sorry she got caught. He's walking off clearly because he's hurt. And it's just the cycles that continue. No self-awareness, no softness, just blame. I grew up where it was like 1 minute somebody's yelling or slamming something, or it's chaotic for something that's so small, and your body just stays on guard all of the time because it's so unpredictable. The chaos is. The fact that I can sit here, name it, is awareness. I learned how to self-regulate myself. I learned how to reflect. And that kind of hypervigilance that I have just sticks in my body for a long time. I'm still hypervigilant to this day. I just felt fear. I felt anger because it was unfair. And I felt helpless because there was no safe place. And this was my reality. After getting POTS, which is a chronic illness that makes your heart rate jump up 30 beats per minute when you stand up. That's something that I've had for a long time. I've had anxiety for a long time, which made me dive really deep into healing my nervous system, learning about the limbic system in the brain and relationship dynamics. My body has been carrying years of other people's chaos. I have softness, I have consciousness and awareness and reflection, things that my parents did not. I never wanted to be like them. So I became the softness that I never got. Back then I was surviving, I was in survival, and there was no safety. They ended up convincing me that the harm that was being caused to me was deserved. It was all blame, it was all deflection, it was all punishment. And you bet that made me a very angry teenager. Like, if anyone crossed me, I was just going off. I just had so much anger inside. And all that anger as a teenager was not really anger, it was grief. It was the protection that I never had. Even though my anger scared people, and my anger even scared me at times. When I was angry back then, I didn't know what I was going to do. Not even me. But that fire kept me alive, and that fire in myself has led to my healing. And it turned into self-awareness. And I would tell that teenager, Amanda, that you're surrounded by people who are not going to take accountability. You're not bad for reacting. Stop defending yourself because you're just in an unsafe environment. Stop trying to make logic out of people that thrive on chaos and confusion. And also, don't try to get love from them and don't expect to get love from them. Stop trying to get love from people that broke you. So when I see people still projecting, I'm just like, oh, okay, they're still sleepwalking, they're still unconscious, they still haven't met themselves yet. I'm not judging, it's just clarity, it's just awareness. Back then, everything I said, everything I did was because I was in pain. I was really angry. I look at other people when they act out, I'm like, I get it, but I can't live there. I've healed enough to respond instead of explode and react. And turn that anger that would burn everything to the ground and turn it into awareness. When you're yelling at a kid, man, when you are yelling at a kid, a small child or even a teen, you're stripping them of their dignity in that moment. You're stripping them of respect, of their own humanity. It's not about control, it's about guidance, it's about teaching softly. Yelling does not build respect. It builds resentment. When I see parents just with their tone, with the way they yell, and just act so careless, you're ignorant. It's just ignorance. You don't understand what you're doing to that kid and their nervous system. I'm very conscious, I'm very aware. I notice my own triggers. And I do my best to really pause before reacting. That's the thing, I wasn't modeled this, I built it. I became what I needed. You don't know the violence it took to become this gentle.